What up, world? Same shit, new day. Hey man, y'all need to stop saying Gucci a rat, man. Gucci ain't no rat, man. Gotta stop expecting, our professionals to be unprofessional. Gucci is a professional. You got like all these people that really just think dude is a rat. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really think Gucci a rat. I don't really think so because Gucci wasn't doing no crime or nothing for one. You know, and the way that y'all talk, you supposed to handle everything in the streets, which is just not true. And then speaking of Gucci, Boosie, Boosie was on Gucci case talking about how he shouldn't have said nothing and he shouldn't be, ratting this and the third. But then I think it was Flacco or somebody pulled up a video of Boosie basically saying the same thing. He said he was gonna put the police on. I think his brother, he has a brother, and his brother owes him money or something. His brother was stealing money from him or something like that. And Boosie was saying how he was gonna press charges criminally, civilly, all that. How he didn't care if dude went to jail. None of that. This is his brother, so Boosie is being a hypocrite. It's a fact. Either you, uh, either you rocking with the snitching thing or not. But Boosie clearly being a hypocrite. Clearly, clearly being a hypocrite. You know, his own brother. Hey, what's happening, JD? Yeah, but and Boosie, he was just super loud about he was super loud about people not being. Good morning. Super loud about people not being rats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really super loud about that. And then kind of find out, and I didn't even remember that until Flacco showed the video. And then I remembered Boosie did say that about his brother. He was saying how, he gonna get his brother caught up. He don't care if he get locked up or what. But he was gonna put the police on his brother. So, and his excuse was, well, dude ain't a gangster. He a civilian. So I'm gonna handle the shit, uh, with the police with him. But how is that not the same thing? That's the same thing everybody's saying with Gucci. Gucci ain't no street nigga either. Gucci is a civilian. You see what I'm saying? So he handled the shit like a civilian. And I guess they saying, well, he shouldn't be rapping about street shit. Or he shouldn't be rapping about this. He shouldn't be rapping about that. But I don't know, man. I think your story is your story. It don't matter. You can be a civilian now. You know what I'm saying? And you have been in the streets for 20 years, and then you're a civilian now. Does that mean your whole 20 years of stories just go away because you on something different now? Nah, all that stuff still happened. So you still can tell the tale about it. You still can rap about it. You still can sing about it. It's still a part of your story. It's kind of like a tattoo. That's why I never understand when people remove tattoos. I never understood that. And like they'll have somebody's name on them or something, and then they'll break up with the person, and then they'll get the tattoo removed. See, that don't make sense to me because whether you broke up with them or whatever, they still was a part of your story. Your tattoos tell your story. So that's why I never understood removing a tattoo. That's that's you. It's like you removing a piece of your history. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a chick name tatted on me, I ain't got no chick name tatted on me. But if I did, I would never remove it. I don't care who I was with or whatever, or in the future or whatever, because that lady would still be a part of my story, and my tats tell my story. You see what I'm saying? Boosie, and a lot of people like Boosie saying that you shouldn't be able to tell your story because you a rat or whatever, or you did whatever the fuck. I don't agree with that. I feel like no matter how you change your life or change your story or change your circumstances, you still should be able to speak on your past and what got you to where you at. You see what I'm saying? So nah, that ain't true when people be saying, you know, you shouldn't be speaking on, the streets and all that. You ain't in the streets no more. Nah, that sound dumb. Cause you still went through that. So shout out to Boosie, but Boosie, you being a hypocrite, bro. Acting like you just so super duper solid on this street code and all that, but then your ass putting the laws on your own brother and shit. So nah, Boosie, you gotta hush. You gotta go and shut up with all that loud talking about, snitching and all that. Cause Flacco then already put the video out showing that you was saying the bullshit. Everybody remember when you said the bullshit, so just eat that. You know what I'm saying? Boosie starting to sound like a clone to me. I used to think Boosie was like an original. But as time go on, he's starting to sound like he just a clone, just an older clone and shit. He like an old YN and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, nigga, it's time to just be an old man at this point. Fuck the streets. That need to be we need to make shirts that say fuck the streets. Start wearing them hoes. Cause it really is fuck the streets. It always been fuck the streets. I don't even understand how it's not fuck the streets. To me, when I was in the streets, it was fuck the streets. When I was mid doing street shit, even then it was fuck the streets. Because we weren't trying to stay in the streets forever. We was trying to get money, and get to a certain level of money so that we wouldn't have to be in the streets. It was never a thing where, oh, we just gonna be in the streets forever. We just gonna do this forever. No, that was never the case. It was always, I'm finna get this money so I can do this, so I can open up this type of business, so I could do, we was always trying to take the money and do something different with it. That's always was the case. So it's always been fuck the streets. The streets was just a vehicle to get money. That's it. It was never more than that. Anybody that's thinking it's more than just some vehicle to get money, chances are you a goofy. Because you one of the people that say, well, I was in the streets because it was exciting. It wasn't even about the money. I was just out there because it was exciting. That sounds stupid to me. And I'm gonna jeopardize my life and my family and this, that, and the third for some excitement. That sounds too feminine. Sounds something a woman will say. A woman should jeopardize her whole shit for some dick or something stupid. That sounds feminine when niggas act like they should jeopardize their whole shit for some bullshit. Nah, bro. Mm-mm. Nah, you shouldn't. And if you in the streets, that shit should be short lived. And if it ain't short lived, you ain't no real street nigga. That mean you wouldn't even get no money in the streets. If you in the streets 10 years or whatever, and you ain't never had no money for real, you faking. You ain't even no real street nigga anyway. You just claiming the shit because it sound cool. Like you been in the streets 10 years, you ain't never had $10,000 at one time. Nah, bro. You should get that shit up. And you should be telling when, get that shit up, put on your civilian shoes and get to telling. Straight up. Nah, but Boosie just talk too goddamn much. And as far as the Vlad and the Boosie shit, Boosie, I think he gonna regret. I think Boosie gonna regret the decision he made on that Vlad thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause now Vlad gonna want him to kiss his ass to come back fucking with him and shit. And Boosie not gonna want to kiss no ass. And I don't think Boosie is willing to do all the stuff that it takes to make his own shit successful. Cause if he was, he would have been did it already. That's what I think. He got the resources, probably got a team of people that he can put together. Boosie could make some YouTube shit crack if he really wanted to. But the thing about he trying to do is he trying to put it on Patreon, all this type of shit, make people pay a monthly fee. And you might get some people like that, but I'm not finna pay that. I fuck with Boosie and everything, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like to where I'm finna pay just to hear him talk about some shit. Especially when I've been watching him talk about some shit for free for I don't know how many years. So now all of a sudden I'm gonna pay? Nah, I ain't gonna sign up for nobody Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I ain't signing up for nobody monthly fee thing. If it ain't goddamn me Disney, the Disney app or Amazon Prime or some shit that I use on a regular day, everyday basis. It gotta be shit that only shit that I sign up to pay monthly for is shit that I use on a regular. Like all the time. I use it all the time. I'm not finna be on Boosie Patreon all the time. Even if I was to buy a membership to watch this video, that's all I would be doing. I wouldn't be using it after that. Just constantly using it after that. So that would just be a waste for me. So nah, Boosie, I'm not gonna buy it. And it's probably a whole lot of people that think like that. And it's not the thing that we got nothing against Boosie. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that a lot of people just don't sign up for frivolous bullshit. A lot of people already have too many memberships and shit. Like that's me. I got way too many monthly subscriptions and shit already. I counted that shit up one day. I sit there and counted it up, and it was like $100 some, like $100+ just for subscriptions. I'm not finna add no other subscription. You would have to be Lucifer or something. You know what I'm saying? If Lucifer came and said, you know what, I got a subscription, y'all. I'm finna tell y'all how this God shit really went. Y'all sign up, I'm gonna tell y'all how it really went. For real, for real. I'm gonna tell y'all about this God character for real. We'll tell y'all about this shit for real, for real. Maybe then I'll sign up. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm straight Canva. Uh, not even Disney. I signed up for Disney. Just I did what they say in Boosie, what they doing to Boosie with Disney. It was just some shit I wanted to watch on Disney. So I signed up for Disney just to watch what I wanted to watch. I think it was Avatar. I think it was Avatar, one of the movies. So I signed up just to watch the movie, and then I unsigned. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Well, yeah. Shout out to the world, man. Boosie quit lying, being fake and shit, and just quit and get off the gas with all that goddamn snitching talk and all that. Cause y'all act like y'all just some super gangsters and shit, and like get the fuck out of here, bro. Enough is enough. Don't nobody even give a fuck about the streets no more. That shit played. It ain't really what it was. I don't even know why we even call it the streets no more. It should be called social media. It ain't. Why are we calling it the streets? We called it the streets because we was in the streets. We didn't have no cell phone. We didn't have no none of this. We was out on the block. Everything was out on the block. That's why we call it the streets. Now, y'all ain't in the streets like that. Y'all should just call it goddamn entrepreneurship at this point. Call it dangerous entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Call it that. Streets, y'all not really in the streets, bro. And I don't recommend that you do be in the streets. All these cameras and Karens and cameras. That's a podcast right there. Karens and cameras. It's Karens everywhere, cameras everywhere. You know, police everywhere, drones everywhere. Don't you know it's drones flying all over the place every day? The police got multiple drones all over the place every day. Just flying around, drones flying around, flying around. You can't really be street now. It's like you looking to get done in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now, don't focus on being street. Focus on being real. And I ain't talking about no real nigga. A real human being. Facts. Shout out to the world though. Uh, like I say, Boosie being a hypocrite. Uh, and Boosie ain't the only one, so I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm picking on Boosie, but a lot of y'all been hypocrites with this snitching stuff and all that. And then when you really think about it, what are you? It's like we arguing for people to not snitch, but when you say that, what are you really saying? You really protecting the people that's fucking over your people. When you say don't snitch, you basically saying let's protect the fuck boys that's fucking over our community. Let's protect them. But and I get that when you in the streets because you one of the fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? So you try to protect, you try to protect yourself half-assed. But if you a square and you ain't in the streets, I don't understand why they so stop snitching. Why are the squares pushing that? That's dumb because y'all should be wanting y'all neighborhood, the square neighborhoods to get better as far as, less crime, less this, less that. Y'all should be wanting less shootings, want less, I don't understand why the squares are arguing the point of, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that. Why are the squares arguing that point that people shouldn't be snitching? You shouldn't give a damn. Why you care? You should be promoting snitching. If you a square, I don't know, man. I guess I'll just never understand this shit to its, in completion. I'll never understand this matrix. So that's what we do every day, just try to figure this shit out. And we'll never get it. No matter how hard we try, we'll never get it. It'll always be, everything always be a confusion, an illusion, a confusion. An illusion based in confusion. That's what we living in right now. We don't know how we got here, where we going, you know. All we know is we shouldn't be snitching. We're on a spinning rock going thousands of miles an hour around a, a never-ending burning ball. And one of our main objectives is to not tell on other people that are doing other people wrong. That's like our main, one of the things we stand on. And have you all seen how hard we really stand on that? That's kind of weird. Like they really stand on this no snitching thing. They really be just standing on that. But like real everyday life stuff that really matters, we don't even stand on it. It's like be a weak fade voice in the distance. We don't stand on nothing real, but we stand on a bunch of bullshit all the time. I don't know, man. I think that's backwards. I feel like if we're gonna stand on something, let's stand on something that has merit. Stand on something that's gonna build a black community. And it ain't even just about the black community. Just build people in general. Stand on something for real. I know stop snitching and all this dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's stupid. So man, yeah, shout out to the world, shout out to y'all, man. Boosie, shut your goof ass up, bro. Shut up. Talking about all this super gangster talk, bro. Just leave it alone. We know you're a gangster rapper. You know that's where you came from, got your money, got your status from, and all that. We get it, but it's too much when you faking and shaking with it. It just becomes too much. So that's all I got to say this morning. Shout out to y'all for fucking with me. It's Somebody Media. I'm out.